Namaskar. Welcome back to our channel. Today, students, we are going to teach you question tag for school level from class 1 to 10. So, before going to question tag, I would like to humbly request you to go through the video transformation, affirmative, negative and interrogative that I have already posted in my YouTube channel. So, you can watch the video first because transformation and question tag are always related with each other. So let's start without any delay. So question tag. Today we are going to discuss how to add the tag in question. So first of all, you must understand there are two parts in question tag. Two parts: statement and tag. So I have already underlined with the red marker over here. You can watch properly. So Ram is a good boy. Here you can see a comma and a question mark. So the words written between comma and question mark, they are called tag. But the before comma and question mark, these are called statement. So what is the rule is that if the statement is positive, tag is negative. If the statement is negative, tag is always positive. So here are two examples. Ram is a good boy. Ram is not a good boy. So this statement is positive statement, of course, and this statement is negative statement. So two examples refers to different statements. So if the statement is positive, tag is negative. Look at here. Ram is a good boy. Tag is negative. Isn't he? I have taken the is over here and changed into negative, and Ram subject, so he. Masculine gender he, feminine gender she, and neutral gender it, and more than one they, and including yourself, that is we. Okay, so in the next example, Ram is not a good boy. The statement itself is a negative form. So it is negative, the tag is always in positive. So what I have written is he instead of Ram, pronoun is he. So first of all, understand this much only. If the statement is positive, tag always negative. If the statement is negative, tag always positive. And some simple rules I have written, not very important, but also I will read once. Use pronoun in tag. So pronoun, as I have shown you, Ram, I use he. If here is Sita, then I use she. Like this we use the pronoun. Masculine gender he, feminine gender she, neutral gender it, more than one they, and if you included yourself, then write we. Okay, now use pronoun in tag. Comma and question mark are most in tag. Remember this, comma and question mark, as I have given here with red marker. So these comma and question mark are most in tag. Use contracted form, that means you cannot write like this, is not he. Meaning is the same, but you cannot write like this, it is incorrect. So write, instead of is not, you have to write isn't he. This one is correct. So be careful, you cannot write the like this way. You have to write in a constructed form, that is shortcut form. Okay. Now next one is use small letters in tag. At the beginning you can write here isn't he. Look, you can see there and you can do yourself. Now let's change this one. And what about there is no auxiliary verb? So I have already advised you to watch the transformation. There I have taught you. If there is no auxiliary verb, then we must use do, does, did according to the main verb. B1 do, B2 did, and B5 does. Like this here is, again I have written the rules. That is already written in transformation also. If there is no auxiliary verb, if main verb is verb 1, use do. If verb 2, use did. If verb 5, use does. And even I have discussed about have, has, had. For that, you have to watch my previous video, transformation. There are two videos, part 1 and part 2. You have to watch that very properly, very minutely, so that you will understand easily this tag question as well. So, have, has, had, these are auxiliary verb, but sometimes it works as a main verb as well. So I have given some examples here. So let's check it out. Sita will help you. Statement is positive, isn't it? Positive, no negative statement. No, you cannot see the not. Okay. Sita will help you. It is positive statement. Then tag must be negative. So will, the negative form is won't. And Sita see. The tag is won't see. Okay. She called me yesterday. Can you see here any auxiliary verb? Is a man was or can put substitute may might must have as a do not take or to need not. No auxiliary verb at all. So let's take it out the main verb. Main verb is in verb 2. Then rule is if verb 2 then use did. So what is the tag? Didn't and see. Didn't see is the tag. Okay now. Hari plays ball. Is here auxiliary verb? No auxiliary verb. So look at the main verb. Plays is verb 5. And what is the rule of verb 5? No auxiliary verb 5 then use does. So what you have to use? Does. This is positive, so change into negative. Doesn't Hari, then pronoun is he. Doesn't he? Like this you can change. Now here I have given two different examples to make you understand easy. So let's check it out. She has a pen. Can you see other verb after has? Of course not. No verb at all. Direct object. Okay. Look at here. She has finished her work. Is here next form of the verb third. So when there is verb third, then you can use has at the back form. So the tag question of this is hasn't see, but look at here. Here is no other main verb. There is lack of main verb. Lack of main verb. So this is called the main verb itself. This is main verb itself. So in such cases, you have to use instead of has, you have to use does. So that question is don't write hasn't see in such case, because after has there is no other main verb. So has is itself main verb. So you cannot use the main verb here in the tag. You have to always use the auxiliary verb in the tag, not the main verb. So in such cases it is auxiliary verb. Look, has finished. This is main verb and this is auxiliary verb. So you can use has in tag. But in such case you cannot use has here because this is main verb. In such case, what shall we do? We have to do like this. Have, do, has, does, have, did. So what is the use of tag over here? So has, use, does, it is positive, change into negative. Doesn't see. Be clear about these two examples. I again told you, any confusion you can write the comment in comment box. Directly open the YouTube and write in the comment box. Okay, they have a cow. Here also I have given one example. Have. After have, is there any verb or verb 3? Any verb? No, no at all. Directly noun, a cow. So you cannot use have in tag. Why? Because it is a main verb. So main verb we cannot use in tag. We always use auxiliary verb. And what is the rule of have? Have you have to use do. So change into don't and they. Don't they? Question mark. Like this you have to change. And very important thing today I am going to discuss. This is a very simple type of tag question. Now I have taught you. It is useful for class below 6, below 5 class, that much only. And when you go to the SEE level, C level, then you have to understand that you have to understand the rule of apostrophe. How you know rule of apostrophe? Not only important for tag question. It is very important. You can copy it out. Just pause the video and copy it out in your copy and read very properly. And C exam, it is most important, very important. This is very important for C. And always the question asked from this side. So let me discuss about it. And how we make the constructed form. Constructed form बनाउने भनेर भन्दा very simple way, that is after auxiliary verb use an apostrophe T, that is constructed form. For example, I can show you is an apostrophe T isn't, are an apostrophe T aren't, so do an apostrophe T don't. But in these three cases, except these three cases, other you have to use an apostrophe T to make the shortcut form. But in these three you have to change the spelling as well. I have already written will, don't write W-I-L-L-N apostrophe T, that is incorrect. Okay, so will, won't, shall, shan't, can, can't. No and repeated over here. So these three are different than other rest of 21 auxiliary verb. So except these three, other you have to change adding and apostrophe T. Okay, now let's discuss about the rules of apostrophe. LL, if there is apostrophe and LL, then it is will as well as shall both. Will and shall. How can we know? We can know it if apostrophe LL is with I and we, then change into shall, shan't. If it comes with other, he, she, then it changes into won't. So shan't or won't. Be careful, I have already cleared about it. If apostrophe LL will come with I and we, like this I, then the tag is shan't I. Then if it comes like this, then won't he, like this. Okay, be careful about it. And rule of M. M, there is two rules. M change into aren't. But if it is in negative form, it remains in the same form M. I have given you some example here. I am alright. I am not fine. Two example. Look at here. I am alright. This is positive. So M change into R. Tag is aren't I? Like this. M change into R in positive form only, but in negative form M remains in the same form. Look at here. I am not fine. Isn't it negative? Of course it is negative. So negative form M remains in the same form. M I, don't make R I. Okay. So if positive change into aren't, if negative remains in the same form M. Okay. This is very simple. R remains aren't. This is also very simple. Have, haven't. And rules of apostrophe S. Apostrophe S has two rules. One has, one next is. Sometimes it is has, sometimes it is. How to know? If there is verb third, then it is has. If there is verb four, it is. So if has, hasn't, is, isn't. So here I have given you one example. Look at here. He apostrophe S finished the it. What do you see after apostrophe S? Be thought. Then after be thought, it is changed into has. So tag is hasn't he, question mark. Okay. And very important rule is apostrophe D. Always ask in exam. Apostrophe D. Apostrophe D has, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules I have mentioned over here. So apostrophe D B3 had, apostrophe D B1 would, apostrophe better D better had, rather would, and apostrophe D have plus B3, then it changes into would. I have, if it is had, hadn't, would, wouldn't, had, hadn't, would, wouldn't, you have to read very properly this rule. Apostrophe D after B3 it is had, apostrophe D after B1 it is would, apostrophe D better had, rather would, remember, and apostrophe D had and plus B3, then it changes into would. I have given you some of the examples over here. Any confusion, again you can raise the question as well. Okay, Sita apostrophe D help, Sita apostrophe D help, Sita apostrophe D better, Sita apostrophe D rather. Now see these rules very properly. This is verb 1, then verb 1 change into what? Would. And this is verb 3 rule what? Have. Now you can add very easily. If it is would, then tag is wouldn't, Sita means she. Now look, it is B3, so it is not would, it is had. So tag is hadn't, Sita, she. Okay. Now here is better, here is rather. Look, better means had, rather means would. That means tag is hadn't, she, and wouldn't she. Like this, you can change tag question. This is very important. You read, you copy it in your note copy and read very properly. This is only student. This is for part 1. I am not gonna finish part 1, and I will teach you next in part 2. And that is other more rules, exceptional rules and other rules of pronoun and other many things, imperative sentence and other rules I will teach you in part 2. Wait for the part 2. If you like the video and if you want other more new videos from our side, please don't forget to subscribe and share the channel and learn and let others learn. Remain at home, study well. Thank you very much for watching the video.